Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Okay, so first of all, welcome to the media workshop. This is our media workshop where we're going to be going through and talking about the videos that were submitted and some all sorts of fun, exciting surprise announcements. So I'm kind of hoping that more people show up and then we get everybody in here that needs to be in here. So you guys can all get it together at the same time and that we can all make those decisions together that need to be made today. So first off, I got Cooper's and Claire's email with their video, and they did a really great job of first of all, the interview was very, very nice. I really liked the questions they asked. Claire, were you doing the camera person at that time, or what were you doing?
I wasn't there. I had my own separate one with Finn. I wasn't able to because my mom wasn't home, and so I didn't have a ride for anything. So that
Oh
was
no,
just
you're fine. Just fine. So I think Cooper did mention something about him doing that one, and then you guys worked together on the other one too. So that's perfect. And the video with Finn was super hilarious and I loved it and it was really
yeah,
cute.
I edited it all by myself.
Did you? You did a
Yeah.
great job. You did a really, really great job. That was really great. I was thinking about showing everyone the videos, but honestly, if I did show everybody everyone's videos, it would take up our entire time. And I really want to get to some other stuff because I think it's going to start getting really fun now. So, but those videos are going to be played during Yes Week and we'll have their media feeds and it'll be just really fun to see those ones. Plus whatever ones that you guys from this moment on decide to make. And I hope that I can encourage you guys to keep making these and doing some, like now that you've broken the ice and you know it's not too hard to do it, you guys can start doing some more of those. Nora, did you guys get anything submitted for your influencer?
I have one of my I filmed both my videos. I edited one. I have to edit one more, and it'll be good. Jimmy send
Okay.
you the one I edited then? That one's all good to go.
You're welcome to send that in. I would love to see it, but it's not absolutely critical at this time. So let's just go ahead and I'll go through the ones that I have and then we'll talk about all the fun stuff. All right. So Cooper, no, Cooper's not here right now, but Cooper, you did a great job and I really loved your interview and I liked all your questions and everything was great. So then we have Eliza and Lexi and is it Zoe that worked on those ones together? Is that right, Eliza?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys did a really super cute job. I loved that the Grim Reaper was the weatherman. That was so funny. Is she really coming as is Zoe really coming as the Grim Reaper?
She's Little Bo Peep.
She's Little Bo Peep, so she still has the hook. But okay, all right, that was hilarious. And the weather report taped to the wall was really funny. Raining Cats and Dogs, I loved it. So that was really cute and very, very creative, and I loved all of it. Let's see. Anna Bowens and Kendon's and James, you guys did such a great job. It was really entertaining, super fun. I love bloopers. Like the bloopers are just almost everyone's favorite thing at the end of anything. So that was really fun. So thank you for including that. Oh, you just sent yours. Oh, let's see. I thought Hiram sent it to you already, but I didn't get it sent. So that was just emailed to you. Okay, so I did see Hiram's. Andrew, is that the one that you worked on? Okay, awesome. I just watched that. In fact, everyone got to hear a lot of that one. We didn't get to the blooper part, but we watched the rest of it and everyone got to listen to it. So all of Hiram's opinions are now out there, so he can't hide. But it was great. I loved it. I loved the editing. I loved the cutting. I think it was really interesting the way that you spliced in between his own comments. It was very, very clean, but it also gave it a very textual feeling to it, which was really cool. So thank you for that. Now let's see. The other one that I'm missing is, oh, it was Nathaniel's and Miriam's. Let's see. I know they sent it to me and I was just, let me check which one that one was. There's this one, the breaking news one, and let's see. Nathaniel. Okay, that's right. It was Anna from Moonhaven. That's right. I didn't have it opened up, so didn't see. So I watched that one also, and that one was really cute. I really like the way that you guys actually use the environment. And okay, so it happened to be raining, and then all of a sudden it became part of it. I don't know if you guys did that on purpose, but that was really very adapting, cool. So so the question is that I have, Nathaniel's not here, but Miriam, you're here. Did you guys have her film that herself and then just do all the editing afterwards, after she got the footage to you? Or how did you do that?
She filmed herself.
She filmed it herself
Mm-hmm.
and then gave you guys the stuff, and then you guys did the editing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So what, Miriam, what did you take part in that process?
Well, I attempted to take part, but Nathaniel just did it all.
I was wondering. Okay, I get that. I get that. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So here is, all right, let me click on that because it's going to keep going right there if I don't click on it. Did we lose somebody? I feel like somebody came in and someone left. Hey, Eliza, welcome. I would turn on my settings, but I'm not going to because I'm at my son's house. And okay, so all right, so here's the thing. I have how many of you guys have access to the spreadsheet where you guys created your little team things? Everyone have that? All right, so I created a second sheet on that where I basically have announced who our media team members are. And let me see if I can go to it. I want to make sure everyone has access to it so I can put
I
it
don't have access to it.
Okay, let
can you
me
put the link in chat or something.
put in, let's see, where is that media content? Okay, here, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in here, share, and then I'm going to anyone with the link. That's perfect. I'm going to share the link and hopefully put it into the chat so that you guys can take a look at that. And you can see we can all work on the same page. So tell me when you guys have that open. I think you're going to be surprised because I want everybody. So everyone's on the media team. We have Nora and Anna, James, Nathaniel, Miriam, Lexi, Eliza, Kendon, Elsa. Oh wait, is there two Eliza? Eliza got it to be in, oh no. Eliza Hester, Eliza Parks, Andrew, Claire, Cooper, and Zoe. Are you guys seeing this? Has everybody got that open? Is there anyone who doesn't have it open? I know it's
Me.
kind of hard. Claire, do you don't have it open? Okay, so here's the deal. You'll be able to look at it later on, but what we need to do now, you don't see the link? It's right above. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Looks like I did a direct message. Hold on, let me make sure. Oh, it looks like Liza put it out there for everyone because I just sent it to everybody. I mean, I sent it to her. It was a secret apparently to her. Why is my messaging only to Eliza? Eliza, I love you, but I don't necessarily want to only talk to you. Meeting group chat. Okay, that's better. Okay, all right. So here's the thing. So now that we know that everybody's on the media team, now we have to kind of make some decisions. And the first decisions that I'm going to ask you is which team you guys want to be on. Like, I love the idea of playing God and putting you where I want you, but really this is an opportunity, the first chance you guys to start really putting together the teams the way you guys want your teams, and working with the people that you want to work with. Now, I'm going to say something. When it comes to working with people that you already know, that's fun and it's comfortable, but it's not always the best. You don't always do your best work by getting into the same space that you're comfortable in. I will tell you that getting into uncomfortable spaces makes you grow the most. And I think we can all agree to that. So with that being said, I don't want you guys to stick with the same people that you feel comfortable with. I would really like to see some things getting mixed around a little bit and you working with people maybe that you haven't worked with before. I just did a play and I worked with people that I had not worked with before, and I am so grateful. So, I mean, it wasn't always easy, but again, totally worth it. So let's go to our list of our media teams. And I'm going to just start asking you guys. There is Team Sonia and Team Derek. Derek Bohan is our second media mentor. We also have Stuart Petty, who's going to be working on our technical side. He is Team Neutral. He's going to work for both of the sides of the different stations. And we also have Lucas Jones, who will also be working Team Neutral. He's going to be helping us set up all the tech around the areas in the way that we want it set up, which is another thing that we're going to work through today a little bit. So the first thing is we need to decide is which team that you want to be a part of. Now, I made a list of the media team members, again, being the reporters, camera person, the anchor, the copy/editor. And I changed this from the camera person being /editor because the copy person is usually the person that's in the station most often. They're the ones that kind of live in the station. They don't go out to get the stories. They write the stories and they do a lot of research, but they're kind of in the news station doing a lot of writing. They also would be there and make it easier for them to do a lot of the editing as well. Influencer, and then I have a listed job called the Insider. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And then we have the Brownie team. Now, those people who maybe didn't come to the workshops, but still listed themselves as media people, I put on a Brownie team. And they are going to, I'll explain more about what the Brownie team is a little bit later on. They can still choose to accept this assignment or go to work in the assembly or however they want to go forward with their career. The Brownie team will be working with the media team, but then again, so does the assembly. So it's not like anyone who's not on our team doesn't work with us, because that's a huge part of what we're doing is working with all of the people in the assembly as well. So you guys don't have to feel like you're going to be isolated to the media and they're isolated to the assembly, because we're all going to be working together to make it all happen. So I'm just going to start going down the line. Nora, do you have a preference on which team you would like to be on the Sonia team or the Derek team?
I don't have a preference. I think either would be cool in different ways.
Okay.
Ways.
All right, Anna, what about you? Oh, Anna, is she even here? I'm sorry, I'm off.
Sorry, yeah, I was on a different tab.
Okay.
I don't know, because like I've worked with you on media stuff in the past when we were doing journalists for Yes Week. But the other one would be even more familiar because that's my dad.
It's true. It is true. That's kind of a catch-22. Whenever I work with my kids, it's kind of like one of those things where like, well, yes, but if I go home with my mom, she's going to make me work some more. So I know it is kind of a weird thing. So you can say any and then let, us decide, or you can, just think about it and I can come back to you if you'd want me to do that.
I'll come back.
Okay, sounds great. All right, James, what about you?
I don't care as long as it's the same one as Anna and Kendon, because we are trying to be in the same team since we did the video together.
Okay, Anna and Kenton.
If you can do that.
You know what? I honestly want you guys to understand something. This is really going to be your experience. And as much as I am in charge, really what I'm doing is facilitating what you guys want. So if you want to be with Anna and Kendon, I think that's great. And that's totally fine. And that's totally up to you guys. So if you guys feel like, oh, I don't know if Sonia's going to like this or that, don't even worry about me or the other mentors. This is going to be really run by you guys. Obviously, there's going to be some logistic stuff that we'll do and orientations to how the process works, but really it's going to be up to you. So let's get to Nathaniel. Which team would you like to be on? Oh, wait, hold on. Is Nathaniel here?
He's not here.
He's not here? Okay. What about you, Miriam? Do you have a preference on what team you would like to be on?
What are the teams again?
It's Team Sonia and Team Derek Bohan.
I'll do Derek's.
Okay, Derek. Okay. And Miriam, since Nathaniel's not here, you can like kick him to a different team if that's what you would prefer not to work with your brother.
Good, your team. You guys can have him.
What's that?
You guys can have him.
I can have him. So I can have him since you would rather not be on the same team as your brother, and that's a secret nobody will say. Okay. All right. And just so you know, I will give Nathaniel the choice. And if he'd rather be on Derek's team, then you can just, work on the different department. All right, Lexi. Lexi, are you here?
She's not.
She's not here. Eliza, do you know which team she would want to work with?
I don't think she'd have a preference. She'd just prefer to be with me and Zoe.
Okay, so if you guys are together, what team would you like to be?
I don't really care. I'd go either
No.
way.
Okay, any team. All right, so then I'll just put that one on. And with her, I'll write with Eliza Parks. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, and I just put Eliza Hester. Eliza Parks, any. Okay, Eliza Hester, which team would you like to work on?
Can you come back to me? I'm still deciding.
Yeah. All right, Kendon is doing his duty to save the world. So we're gonna put him with James and Anna. Okay, so now we have Andrew. Andrew, do you have a preference?
What's you guys' roles as leaders of these groups?
So technically, we will be the editors and or / owners of the studios. So I will have one studio and Derek will have the other studio. Once I tell you guys once you guys decide which teams you guys want to be on, then I will tell you the characters that we're going to be playing in Yes Week, and it will be a very closely guarded secret that only the media team is going to know. And I'll explain as far as like why that is. So but then, you know, but basically we have the same job. We're just over different stations. So I will be over 6 of you and Derek will be over 6 of you.
I'm fine wherever you need me. I'm open to whatever you need.
Okay.
Just put me where you think I need to be.
Sounds great. All right, Claire, what about you? You still on, Claire?
I don't know. That's tough.
It is tough. This is why you guys, I've been telling you this, Yes Week, there's going to be a lot of choices you're going to be making and they're not going to be easy. This is going to be one of the easiest ones.
That scares me.
I know, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna think a little bit longer.
Okay, you think a little bit longer. Cooper's not here, and Zoe. Do you think Zoe is going to want to be with Eliza also? Is she going to want to be with her sister, or is she going to want to be with a different group? What do you think, Eliza?
Her sister for sure.
Okay, so we'll put you guys together. And okay. All right, so now we're coming back up to the top. Anna, do you have any ideas?
I'll go with your team, Sonia.
Okay, Team Sonia. All right, which means then I get Team James. And I get Team Kendon. Okay, so that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 on my team. I have 2 more openings on my team. And then we have 3 people who wanted to be together on another team, which means that's probably going to be a Derek team. So Lexi Workman, Eliza Parks, and Zoe Workman will be on Derek's team. Does that work for you guys? Yes, no, maybe so? Speak up
Yes,
now,
I
ladies.
gave a thumbs up, but
What's that?
yes, I just gave a thumbs up, so.
Okay, all right. So we put on Derek's team. And then this one's also Derek's team. And let's see, where was the other one? I feel like I'm missing one of them that was on Derek's team. Eliza Hester. Oh, there was any. It was Eliza Parks right here. Okay. Oops. Okay. So now we're coming down to whether Claire and Nora want to be on the same team or they want to be on different teams.
No, I don't want to be on the same team with Nora. Sorry.
That's okay. That works. Okay. So here's the other thing that we need to, well, maybe we should have done this first. Okay, I'm seeing an error in my ways, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. All right. So why don't we just go through really quick before we make any more choices? And Nora, tell me, what is your first choice on the media team?
For Derek or you?
No. What job do you want to do? I thought it's influencer,
Oh,
right?
influencer. Yeah, influencer.
Okay. Anna, what's your first choice?
News anchor.
Okay. And all right. Um, James, what's your first choice?
So, um, I couldn't decide, so I was wondering if I could do kind of like a in the middle where I just kind of help out wherever I'm needed. Cause I don't know if I wanted like one specific thing, and I have like a lot of like, or a decent amount of like skills in all the areas. So can I just like help out?
Yeah, I mean,
Or do I
like,
have to do something?
I like I told you guys before, your teams are really small. Like you only have
Yeah.
5, 6 people on your teams. So there's going to be so many times where all of you guys are going to have a different hat on. For an example, you guys are going to have almost 2 anchors and 2 reporters. So what's probably going to end up happening is you're going to have, Anna as an anchor person in the morning, and then somebody else is an anchor person in the afternoon. And then when one person's anchoring, the other person's out reporting. And while one person's, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of things that you guys can mix up and do all sorts of stuff. I just need one first choice that I can put down. And then honestly, once this is established, and I make sure I've got enough people on each team to cover. Like if I have everyone who wants to be editors on one team, that's not going to work. I need to have enough people that have interest and skills in certain areas to be able to balance the teams. I mean, personally, I could totally fudge and get all of the talented people on my team, but Derek would not be very happy about that. So, and I want to make him happy. So if
Okay,
you were to choose
so
one thing, and
I
again,
guess probably the thing that I would end up doing the most is probably like filming and editing.
okay,
So you can put down like camera guy.
film editor, camera editor, okay.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, what about you? Oh, that's right, he's not here. Miriam, what do you think Nathaniel wanted to do?
Editor.
Editor, okay. All right. What about you, Miriam?
Editor.
Editor. Anything else interesting to you or just editing?
I mean, I don't like talking to people, so no, not really.
Okay. Editor, copy. Do you like writing things?
No, I hate writing.
How about Illustrator? Would you be interested in an illustration job?
Maybe.
I think she would.
I think you'd be amazing at it.
Well, I can't draw people, so that's
You don't have
sort
to
of-
draw people. You can just draw cartoons or whatever you guys decide to do.
Okay, well, just in general, I can't draw people, so that's.
There are lots of animals in the assembly.
I know.
That's
but I'm
exactly,
just-
you do
I'm
have-
just saying that's one downside that I cannot do.
Okay. All right. Well, graphic designer, there's lots of different things, Okay. So, Lexi is not here, but Eliza, do you want to speak for her? Do you know what she's interested in doing?
She is interested in anchor person or writer. I'm not sure which she wants more, but I just know those are her 2 top options.
Okay. Anchor person and writer are pretty close. I mean, the anchor person can write his own copy and that's perfect, or he or she can do that. So that's great. Eliza, have you come up with anything you want to do?
I want to be an anchor person, but honestly, I'd be happy with anything but camera person.
Anything but camera. Okay. Okay. All right, perfect. Kendon is not here. Does anyone have anything that they know Kendon for sure would like to do?
He was wanting to do anchor.
Anchor? Okay. That's awesome. We will not have to worry about our anchor positions. Was there anything else he liked to do? Did he like doing editing or anything like that, or going out in the field? I mean, I'm pretty sure all of our anchor people are going to turn into our reporters because we're going to have to just rotate because you can't just sit in the station all day long. That would be very boring.
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Eliza, what about you?
Oh, either camera person or dang, what was the other one? Okay, let me see. Camera person or reporter, I think.
Nice. Okay. Camera. Oops. Camera reporter. You're just getting in people's faces. I love it. Okay. And then this was Anchor, not camera. Okay. Was that right? Eliza Parks, you were anchor, not camera, right? I think that was it.
Right.
Okay, Andrew Butler, what would you like to do?
I I wanted to be an editor,
Okay,
but
editor.
if that's already filled up, I can also be cameraman. I've experience with both of them a little bit, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Claire, what about you?
Reporter.
Okay, Cooper wanted to be an anchor person, I know. And okay, and then Zoe, what does Zoe want? Liza, do you know what she wants?
She wants to be a reporter.
Reporter, awesome. Okay. Everyone who said they wanted to be an anchor person will get to be an anchor person. Everyone who said they wanted to be a reporter or a cameraman or whatever, you will get to be whatever it is that you want to be. The only thing that I do need on both teams is an influencer. And let me explain what the influencer is going to be doing so that you'll understand what it means exactly. So when the assembly comes and they have some sort of a bill or something that they're doing that impacts the population, we're going to need to be able to find out what the population feels about that particular issue, correct? So let's say they decide to, like one of the videos that was submitted, they decided that they were going to outlaw onions because of the bad breath issues. So we as a media team also need to be out there finding out what the general public feels about these restrictions that they're talking about implementing. So the influencer is going to be a huge part of that because they have a social standing. They're out there in the public's view, and they would be the perfect people who would be our poll takers. So they would say, hey, I'm doing this live feed. I'm going to be out here on air live. And then we would have one of our camera people go with them. And then the anchor or the influencer, not as a reporter, but as an influencer, could actually poll the people's walking by. Hey, listen, how do you feel about this thing with onions? And get people's information and get like the real basic, not the assembly person's ideas, but the general public people, right? So that's what the influencer is going to be used for a lot of the times. Like they'll definitely have other jobs too, but that's going to be a huge thing is that they will be able to take the pulse of the public and find out how the public is feeling about things. This is really important and has been a special request from the assembly people that we have a way to be able to get that information back out to the people so that they are aware of how other people are feeling about this. Because it's easy for a news station to come and say, hey, everyone loves onions. And then everyone thinks, wow, no, we really actually, everyone I talk to doesn't like onions. But if the news is saying everyone loves onions, then is it the news station? Is it their idea or is it really true? So that's why we want to kind of make sure we input a little of the reality of what each and general public feels about whatever bill that they're trying to pass. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, no? Shaking heads? I'm actually on the spreadsheet, so I can't see your lovely faces. I'm seeing head shaking. Okay, good. All right, so what we need to do now is finish up our spreadsheet so we can get everyone on the teams, and then you guys can start working on what, if anything, you guys want to do, shifting around jobs or deciding who's going to be the morning anchor, who's going to be the afternoon anchor, who's going to be the evening anchor, who's going to be the anchor, because you can have an anchor that's specifically designed to cover all of the interviews. You can have an anchor who's specifically designed to do all the news reporting. You can have an anchor that's designed to only handle the debates between the two candidates. So don't think because you want to be an anchor and there's a lot more people who want to be anchor, that doesn't mean you can't be an anchor. It's going to be, again, up to you guys to differentiate what that role means for you and how you guys want to structure. So right now I'm going to give you guys your teams so that everyone can see this document and they'll be able to see what everyone chose. And then once we put everybody on their teams, then you guys can start working and saying, okay, yeah, I like the idea of I want to be the morning anchor. Will you do the afternoon anchor? You get it? See how it's going to work? So Eliza and Nora, Claire and Cooper. They're our only holdout. I have, see, let me do this. Let me take Anna and move her on to Team Sonia. I'll do it.
Can I actually be part of your team, Sonia?
You want to be a part of my team?
Mhm.
Is that, I'm not seeing who's talking. Is that
Nora.
Nora? Okay, yep. You can be on my team. All right, so that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will have one more position left for someone to be on my team. Let's see, that's better. Actually, I can take all of you guys here. And put you guys all on here. And then if Nathaniel does not want to be on my team and he'd like to go to Derek's team, that we can make that happen, but Miriam is going to have to pretend he doesn't exist, right, Miriam? Okay. Miriam.
I'm pretty sure Nathaniel wants to be on Derek's team. That's what he told me.
Is that right? Okay. Well, Miriam, how strongly do you feel about being on a different team?
It's fine. I can just be on the same team.
Okay, awesome. Then I will put him on Derek's team. Oops. And let's see. And then we can fill in the blanks. Let's see, where was I at? Miriam, Lexi, Kendon. Oh, I did put Kendon on there. Okay, I'm only working out of one eyeball. My eye swole shut, so I'm having to like wink. That's why I'm not on right now. I'd be like winking at everyone.
Oh no.
I know. It's really fun. It messes with your equilibrium. Your eyes, like you don't realize how much your equilibrium is determined by what you're seeing. Okay. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we have some tiebreakers. Put Kendon up here. And all right. So we have Eliza Hester, Claire, and Cooper. Is there, wait, who else are we missing? That means I should have more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So why do I have 5? 1, 2, oh, I have Nora twice. Hello, guys. I'm gonna have to use both of my eyes one of these days again. Okay. All right, so Eliza Hester, have you come up with a team now that you see what the teams are looking like?
Yeah, can I go on your team?
Yep, you may indeed.
I also want to be on your team, Sonia.
Yep, you can do that. Oh, that's not how you spell my name.
We're not looking at a screen of this, right? You're just doing it on yourself, right? I'm not missing something.
We actually shared the spread or the oops, I just did Kendall again. I shared the link to this page. It's the second page of the media worksheet that we were working on to pick the teams.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should be able to get on and look at it.
Okay.
Claire Udacek and Eliza Hester. So, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my team is finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So who are we just missing? Oh, Cooper. So Cooper and Andrew. Okay, so Cooper will work with Derek.
I can go on Sanja. Is there a tiebreak? Is this like a odd
Let's see.
number?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have 6 on mine. Nora, Anna, James, Kendon, Claire, and Eliza. And then Miriam, one,
I think
two,
there's 6 on
four,
each.
5, 6. Yeah, there is 6 on each. Okay, so I think then there was probably one other person that we're missing because I think there was supposed to
Nathaniel.
be. Oh yeah, maybe it's no, I think Nathaniel is actually on Eric's team.
Okay, read out the names.
So we have Nora, Anna, James, Nathaniel. We have Miriam. Miriam's up there. We have Lexi Workman, who is on Derek's team. Eliza Hester, who's on my team. We have Kendon, who's on my team. Eliza Parks on Derek's team. Andrew, who is still undecided. Claire is on
Well, there's
my
13
team.
people on the list.
13 people. Okay, so I think we were thinking there was 14 because there is another
Jade?
position.
Did you do Jade?
I did not do Jade. Jade's on the side over here that I didn't have her. There was no team member and there was no video, so I had her on the Brownies team on the left
Okay.
or on the very far right. So if Jade is wanting to be on the media team, I can put her on there. I don't know. I haven't seen anything as far as a
Yeah,
video
you're right.
from her.
I don't know. I don't know.
And Zoe. So if Andrew is our tiebreaker and we have 13, then there is a very good possibility that one of our teams will have to recruit somebody else from the Brownies team so that we have an even amount. But there is obviously enough work for 6 or 7 people, so it's not a problem at all.
What is
I
the
can join.
Brownies
I can
team?
join your team, Sanja.
Okay, all right. I will take Andrew and then we'll get our next person. If Jade wanted to join, then that is absolutely doable.
Okay, I don't think I'm seeing the right page that you're on, but oh, it must be on the other spreadsheet. Okay.
It's not on it's on the spreadsheet. Like the first page is the media, the team building, like, the different teams.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay. All right. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on Sonia's team and 6 on Derek's team. And we will recruit one more person to be on Derek's team. Now, here is an interesting job that is not going to be published because it is super top secret. Do you know how in all the Yes Weeks, if you guys have been to the Yes Weeks before, there's always some sort of a secret position that nobody knows about, and then you're trying to keep it secret for as long as you possibly can. Chris seems to think that the kids will figure out who you are within the first 5 minutes. I think you guys can stay hidden a lot longer than that. So the position that we're looking for is for someone to be an insider. So someone who is not listed as part of the media team. They join the assemblyman or the general public, but they're actually an insider for the media team. Does that make sense? So we're not listing them on the media team. They don't have a press pass, but they are an insider who's the one who's feeding us information from inside the assembly. Now, obviously, the assembly is public and we can send our reporters in there. So the insider would be just someone who's getting information from the people who do not think they're talking to the media. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? I'm gonna go back over where I can see your faces because I miss not seeing your faces. So that can either be somebody from our team, and you guys can choose to go over to the dark side and be one of those sneaky people that's going to go in and pretend that you're an assembly person and really be part of the media. Or we can recruit one of the other people to do that. I just need to know whether you guys are a yay or a nay. So why don't you guys give me a thumbs up on your picture right now if you would be interested in the secret role position. If you're satisfied with the media and you don't want to be going to the assembly and being the secret spy, that's totally cool too. I'm just giving it as an option because that's going to make Yes Week really fun if we have secret positions, which we always have to have.
I vote Levi be the secret person. If he
I did think about that. Levi is one people that they generally do not expect Levi to be anything but just this adorable kid.
Plus he's on right now, so he kind of has a secret.
Okay. All right, let's see. Is everyone okay with that? Everyone's okay with Levi being one of our secret spies? Yes, thumbs up. I'm getting some thumbs up. Yep. Okay. All righty. That one sounds awesome. I wasn't going to be the one to say it, but are you okay with that, Levi?
Wait, you have to.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Super cute. It'd be like him being the ninja all over again. Now he's Shakespeare.
That is exactly right. You know my power of my Levi. Okay, all right, so that's great. We can keep him on the Brownies team because they won't expect the Brownies to be a spy. So, and then the Brownies are actually going to be able to go everywhere and do whatever they want to at any time. So that will be kind of a fun thing. So I'm thinking that maybe what we ought to do is probably recruit our other spy from our Brownie selection. Does that sound good for everybody? Everyone else pretty satisfied where they're at? Good, thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, so you guys now have your list. You're terrible at spying. That's awesome. All right, so you guys have your list now. So now the thing that we need to do next is start looking at the jobs and how you guys want to structure your studio. So there's it's really however you guys want to do it. If you want to say everyone's a reporter and everyone's an editor and everyone's an anchor and you all just take turns and just shift through all of the jobs, totally fine with me. So do you have contact? Does everyone have a way to get in touch with, well, I guess you do because the first spreadsheet has everyone's team list on it. So I want you guys to create a group email with your teams. And I want you guys to start having conversations about how you guys want to create your stations. You can start talking about things like what your vision is for your station, what your station name is. You guys can start these conversations beforehand. We're going to have a meeting on the 28th of May, which is our team building meeting. It's our last meeting before Yes Week. And I would love it if you guys could come to that meeting as teams and let me know what you have decided for certain things. Now, in order to make that a little easier, I'm going to tell you the top secret information as far as what the characters are that Derek and I are playing. Derek will be playing the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, and I am going to be playing the Cheshire Cat. So you can see, that our personalities intrinsically are 100% opposite. If you guys are understanding what you're talking about, like Alice in Wonderland is all about the Cheshire Cat that won't be nailed down about anything because he's really not there. And then the White Rabbit, who's very strict and wants the rules and everyone needs to be on time and is going to be a lot more strict and, about getting things done, right? So I want you guys to start thinking, how would that influence what kind of a studio that person would run, right? So Cheshire Cat versus the White Rabbit. Now you guys can come up with the names of your studios. You guys can come up with the vision of what their ideologies are going to be. You guys can come up with the way your studio is going to be structured. We will have on the first day of Yes Week, we're going to have a realms meeting first. So we'll all meet together in our realms groups because everyone's character comes from a different realm. And that includes the media. So we will be going to the realms meeting. So you guys could be in the same realm with your group leaders, and then you could be in a completely different realm. So coming from different backgrounds and different ideologies and different interests and things like that, which will make it really interesting to put you guys together as a team to work together with that understanding. The other thing is after our realms meeting, they're going to go into their assembly meetings and their committee meetings. At that time, we'll go back over to our studio and we're going to have some orientation as far as how the studio works. Where is it that you actually guys get the news from? How do you guys use the computers? How you guys use the printer? And then Stuart's going to hopefully be available and do a nice workshop for everyone, both studios, to see and give you guys a little bit of background, a little bit more education as far as like all of the magic that he knows how to do. Does that sound good? Everyone thumbs up? On board so far? And then we will have lunch. So you guys have got a little bit of an opening, starting idea of what we're going to be doing on Yes Week. The thing that's important that we do as a media is we've got to hit the ground running, which means that this is all stuff that you guys need to have decided before we get to Yes Week, as far as how your studio is going to, how your station is going to run. If it's a really disorganized, everybody just kind of runs with their head cut off, or is it going to be super organized and everyone's going to have specific jobs and you're going to have timesheets and you're going to have anchor people at this time and then this person's on camera and this person is available from this time to this time and you're going to have time slots, or however you guys want to do it. I know that Derek and I are both excited about working with all of you guys. So it's going to be super, super fun. And I'm super excited to see all the stuff that you guys are going to do. Oh, how are you going to get your news? So in the news, in a news station, they have what they call news wires that come in from a global source. So there's a global source that finds out something, information, and sends it to the news stations. And the news stations can pick up that story or not. It would be up to the news station to choose what they're going to do with that. So if a news station picks up a news story, let's say the big bad wolf has been blowing down houses in this housing development, and they're really getting sick of it because they thought straw was a great idea because it was cost effective. And then it turns out the big bad wolf is targeting them, and we need to do something about that. So that story would come into the news feed to each one of the stations, and then the stations from there would decide what to do with that information. If there's a huger news story, I don't know if that's even grammatically correct. If there's a larger news story or something that seems more pertinent or important, then maybe the news station just chooses not to even cover that story. But again, all of these things are going to be up to you to decide. So you guys, I really want you guys to start working together with your teams. That's why I wanted you guys to pick them. And let me think of some of the other things. Let's see. I'll probably, if I have time, I am just a little busy, but if I have time, I will try to get you kind of a list of things that I would like you guys to kind of go over. Some of the things that I've already mentioned, like the vision. I want you guys to come up with a name for your news station. It would be fun if you guys came up with some sort of a jingle or some sort of a tagline for your particular station. Like, you know, if the station is my station and we're doing the Cheshire Cat, then your tagline could be, hey, we're all mad here. Or if you were on the White Rabbits team, then you could be saying, hey, I'm late for a very important date is our tagline, or whatever. You guys can choose whatever fun things that you guys want to do to kind of create that feel of your station and create the space that you guys are going to be working in during Yes Week. Does anyone have any questions?
I just wanted to mention too that another thing they could be working on is the visual, the little intro to their news. That, you know, when you see the news, you'll see like a big scroll across some world turning, and they'll have a woo wah, and then they'll say channel 5, you know, and they'll have it kind of go across the screen or something. If you have some kind of cool little that begins your news, that you could be working on that, like together, like how do we want it to look, and you can look at some of the ones you can see on YouTube or whatever and get an idea of what you want and then create that would be something definitely very helpful to do beforehand too.
Yeah, imagine you guys have that already done when you guys come to Yes Week. That's what I want you guys to be thinking about. What can I already have done before I get to Yes Week? The other thing is, and we're going to talk about this, I've got a meeting with Derek and the rest of the mentors, but we're going to be talking about what kind of equipment that we're going to need for our media portion of Yes Week. So that means monitors, cameras, printers, all of those kinds of things. I need to know from you guys, and you guys can email me let's see, if you guys have all have access to the spreadsheet, maybe the easiest thing is for me to put a place on there that has listed if you have equipment that you would be willing to bring, which means if you have a flat screen TV that's a big monitor in your house, that you'd be willing to like hook up to, a tablet or a laptop where we could do our news feeds from. If you have a camera that you want to use for your videoing, if you have I know we're going to have photographers on each of the teams, and those were already assigned. I don't have them on there yet because they haven't told me which team they want to work with, but we'll have photographers that will also be there, and they're going to, I think they're both bringing their own cameras, but I'm not sure. I'll check into that. But things like that. So if you have laptops that you guys want to bring, that you have your software programs that you use for editing, it will be easier if you bring your own rather than us try to supply you with something that you're not familiar with. Does that make sense? So in that sense, I do need to find out what equipment you guys have and that you will bring. Don't feel bad if you're like, okay, I want to be a reporter and I want to be, or I want to be a camera person, but I don't have a camera. We all have our cell phones also, and there's a lot of footage that can be taken on cell phones, and it's not bad. Cell phones is actually, they have very good video capabilities nowadays. So it will not be a bad thing if we use our cell phones. So if you don't have any other equipment other than cell phones, that would be fine too. I thought it would be really fun if somebody had a GoPro. Does anyone have a GoPro set? Anybody? No hands?
I do.
Of
think
course
we
you
might.
do. Okay, so if you
I
guys
have
have,
a
some-
10, like a Hero 10.
oh, do you? That's awesome. That's awesome. So if you would be willing to bring any and all of the equipment that I have mentioned, or if you have some ideas of something else that would be great, you know, secret pen that records people without them knowing. I mean, stuff like that. If anyone has anything, this is your media station. So you just let me know, write it on the equipment. Let me see if I can put the, oops, that's the wrong thing. I miss not having two screens. It's so weird. All right, I will put the equipment down here. I think what I'm also going to do is start listing some of the things that you guys could be working on, and I think I'll just put it in this document. So everyone give me a thumbs up that you have access to this document, because if I'm going to be putting everything on here, I'm going to count on you guys having access to actually get it, use it, save it on your Google Drive, and I can add to it and you guys will have access to it. And then, you know, you guys are welcome because you guys all have shareable access. You can edit, you can like make little comments and you can make little notes to me inside there. And you can use that to communicate with me as well. Okay. Looks like we're getting close to the end. I'm so excited, you guys. This is going to be so much fun. I just loved watching all of your videos. They were super fun. Honestly, you guys, as soon as I saw all of the people that were making the efforts, I already knew who was going to be on the media team. I just appreciate seeing all the work that you guys put into it, and your effort is amazing. So that is super awesome. And it's going to be fun to have those videos that we can show. But if you guys are feeling inspired and your news team would like to keep working on stuff together and creating some more videos so that we can have more things to show on our screens, that would be awesome. If you think about it, you guys are now competing with each other. So one station is against the other station because the more views one station gets, the more revenue it gets. So start thinking about how you can create a lot of videos so that you can create a lot of content, so that you can have a lot of fans, so that you get a lot of reviews and people love your stuff and all that good stuff. And just so you know, I'm talking to you right now is totally unbiased. I love both teams, but that will change when Yes Week starts. Ha 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 ha. All right. Any questions? Do I need to make a team captain, or are you guys going to be able to do that? Because honestly, if I turn this over to you guys and everyone's like, oh, somebody else will do it, it'll just slide away into the beautiness the last few weeks of May. So what do you guys think? Do you guys want to vote for team captains right now, or do you think you guys can? Yes, no? Everyone give a thumbs up.
For team
Captains. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go to our list. Team captains. So on team Sonia, we have Nora, Anna, James, Kendon, Claire, Eliza, and Andrew. Does anyone want to nominate a team captain?
I nominate Anna.
Oh, Anna, you have been nominated. Would you like to accept your nomination? Or is anyone want to second Anna?
I second the motion.
Seconding the motion. Anna accepts her appointment as team captain.
Can I be like the vice president?
And Claire
help
will
you,
be the
Anna.
vice president. Sounds good. I'm going to put it on here. So it's official, pres, and vice pres. Okay. That means that you guys will probably need to create some sort of a communication system with your team that will be useful to get a hold of everyone and keep everybody in the loop. All right, so we're going to go over to Team Derek. We've got Miriam, Lexi Workman, Nathaniel Petty, Eliza Parks, Zoe, and Cooper. And here's the ironic thing. Eliza is the only one here, and Miriam. So do you guys have someone you would like to nominate as team captain?
Cooper.
I was
Cooper.
about to say Cooper.
You have to
Cooper.
accept because he's not here.
He is
I
not
second
here,
the
so we will,
motion.
you second it. All right, so we will say he was nominated president. Anybody you want to nominate as vice president? Since they're not here? Anyone want to be vice
I
president?
nominate Lexi as vice president.
Lexi to be vice president, okay. Nominated vice pres. Okay, so you guys will need to get together with your president now and or just make sure he accepts that nomination and make sure your vice president accepts the nomination. And then again, create some sort of a communication path so that you guys can get a hold of each other and start working on some of the stuff that I'm going to be putting on of this piece of paper later on, hopefully today. Hopefully when my eyeball is not swollen and I can actually see out of both sides of my face. Okay. Is there any other questions? I think what I would probably want you guys also to do is, it's not going to be super impactful, but I think it still needs to be something that we address. Is on this page, I'm going to also leave a space next to your name for, I'm going to put in the jobs that you guys were interested in doing. Actually, no, I think I'll just leave it over on the other side because you guys still have access to that. But I want you guys to put down what realm you're coming from so you can see who in your team would be somebody that you would have maybe known in childhood because you guys went to the same Ferry Elementary School or something. And so I want you guys to understand which realms each one of you guys is from. Does that make sense? If you think about it, like some of our other Yes Weeks, there was always an initial group that you guys were in, and that's the realm group for this year. So, okay.
I have a question about the realms. I don't remember getting access to them all or whatever.
There is
Where
the
I was.
information, the logistics doc, they're all in there. Under the
Okay.
reading list, in that section.
I
Okay,
think I remember seeing it because I was looking for the Zoom link and it was very much at the bottom. Like if you keep going down to the bottom, it'll have all of it.
if you go to the outline form, if you click outline view on the logistics doc and you go to reading list, it's under there.
Cool.
Joy, could you by chance just put that link into the chat right now so that it makes it super easy for them to find that just right now?
Sure.
Thank
Get
you.
that for
If you show up and I put you to work, I apologize.
No problem.
I just know whenever I'm like trying to find something later on, if I'm not right there listening to it, sometimes it can get a little lost and I am an adult, so.
Right, I send it in every email I send. So, but I will share it here too. It's just my computer's slow, so it's coming. I just am waiting.
That's fine. How's everybody's summer going? So now that we're at 5:30, you guys are officially off the clock. Is everyone enjoying a nice peaceful summer? Who else going to LDSHE? Because I want to know who I'm going to see there. You are? Awesome. That's so
I
cool.
am.
You're going to? Nice. Yay. Maybe we'll have some unofficial hangout with the media teams. Who
Where do
knows?
we put our realm?
I have not.
I
Let's
just
see.
inserted a column to the right so that they could have it in there next to the teams.
Wait, I can go right. So, LSHE? Yeah.
Okay, so we put realms.
I changed it to 11.
Oops.
Let me use all on page 3.
Oops. Realm.
Also, Sonia, I think Gideon should be on Nathaniel's team for the photography. And so
Gideon
Emma,
is on Nathaniel's team. That would be awesome. Okay. Not sure how to spell his name, so I'm just going to put G there and then let him fill in the press. Who was our other photographer then? That was going to be on my team then.
Photographer or camera person?
Yeah, it's the photographer. There was 2 people who specifically asked to be camera people.
photography people.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Still
photography
shots.
people.
Still shots. Yeah.
Who was the other one?
Emma Conklin.
Oh, Emma Conklin. Okay.
CONKLIN.
Okay, oops, I'll get that column to the left. Okay, so I just made a little space there on this one between the Brownies team. I think I'm gonna put insert another column in there.
I don't know why, but this computer is super slow. So
Okay.
I'm working on it. But it's in your email, okay?
Okay, so those are there's the realms columns and I've got Nora's already added hers. So that's perfect. And then I've got Emmeline Conklin. Is it? Oh, okay, I hear her. She's on the
Emma.
Brownies team, and I can just copy and paste her over onto my team. And then put in here that she is the photographer. Oops.
So did you already show all the videos at the beginning that I missed?
No, I did. Well, see, in order to watch all the videos, it would have taken a lot of time. So we did not actually watch all the videos. I think we're going to do that during our orientation portion. And they'll be able to start putting them together and watching them. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of these videos. If we don't have a lot of other videos submitted, there's going to be a lot of those videos being put on loops. So
So I noticed that Andrew made it into a YouTube link. So I was wondering if that, I know that they're hoping to share those videos, at least the ones for the committee chair election campaign, they
Yep.
were hoping to share those. So
those,
I'm
Bonnie
wondering-
has access to all of those.
Okay.
So they sent her to Bonnie. In fact, some of them sent them to Bonnie and then didn't send them to me. So Bonnie, I hope, has all of the footage.
I
Is she
think I do. I think everyone that's running in the election that did make a video, I think has come to me as far as I'm aware.
Okay,
Good.
Sophie sent us footage today and we made a video just right before this
Oh,
meeting.
good. Okay, I haven't gotten Sophie's.
Okay, we'll have Nathaniel share it. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
So it's like if they made it if they're only an assembly member that made a video by themselves, they could just send it to me. But if they had anyone from the media working on the video, then they need to send that to Sonia too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That would
So
be
that,
good.
that needs to be turned in though to Bonnie so Bonnie can send it out. So
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Bonnie, did you guys show your videos, the ones that you got?
The ones that had been submitted by the time we had workshop yesterday, we did share. We had Noelle's interview and
Great.
Denver's interview and
Great.
Finn's interview and campaign video, and it was fabulous.
Awesome. That's perfect. Okay. Does anyone have any other questions? Anything else we need to go over? We do not have a workshop next week because, like I said, I will be at LDSHE. But if you guys happen to see me there, come up and say hey. And
LDSHE is next week.
yeah, I know, isn't that
That's
crazy?
close.
It's I'm flying home on Saturday so I can pack up my car on Monday and head out on Tuesday. So
Wow.
it's pretty fast. Pretty fast. Okay, anything else, kids? You guys are awesome. I'm super proud of you guys. All of you guys worked really hard or did a great job without even having to work very hard, but it looked really, really cute. And I can't wait to show all of the videos to all of you guys. If you catch me at LDSHE, I'll have my phone so we can look at the videos and you can watch them together. Sound good?
Okay. And email me if you need the link to that logistics doc. I don't know why, but it's like not letting me share it and I'm trying to share it. Anyway, I'm really, my computer's like dead. So just email me and I will share it with you if you can't find it. Okay.
Sounds great. All right. And then as long as you guys have that spreadsheet now, you guys can start adding the equipment that you're going to bringing. And then I'll have items to create. I'll write that in down right now.
Yeah. If anyone has a green screen, that would be cool too. So
oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Any cool equipment that you think that you could borrow lovingly borrow from someone or bring of your own. We'll try to take really good care of it.
Yes. So I'll do a little wish list. How about we do this? Items to bring and wish list. Okay, we'll put a green screen on there. Okay, I'll keep working on this and you guys just keep being adorables. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Congratulations, everybody.